Chapter 2. Contents of the Bhagavad Gita summarized. Arjuna is deeply confused by the situation and cannot help himself. In this condition, he turns to Lord Krishna for guidance and submits himself to the Lord as his fully surrendered disciple. Lord Krishna, smiling happily, begins his teachings to Arjuna. He explains that there is a fundamental distinction between the temporary material body and the eternal spiritual soul. They are two different things. The Lord then goes on to explain the process of the perpetual transmigration of the soul from one body to another. Then he gives an explanation of the process of selfless service to the Supreme. Finally, he gives a vivid description of the transcendental qualities of a fully self-realized person. Arjuna's doubts and surrender. Krishna reminds Arjuna that his duty as a warrior is to fight and kill the enemy. Arjuna is torn between his aversion to killing his relatives and Krishna's desire that he fight and kill them. He becomes confused and very much aggrieved. In this perplexity, he cannot decide what to do. He then turns to Krishna for guidance and becomes his surrendered and submissive disciple. Qualities of the soul. Smiling happily, Krishna then assumes the role of Arjuna's spiritual master. He begins by informing Arjuna that the soul is eternal and can never be killed. He then explains that if all the warriors lined up here are killed in battle, only their temporary material bodies will die. But the eternal souls will leave these bodies and go up to the heavenly planets and there enjoy a better life. So kill them and rejoice for their good fortune. All these warriors present here are not these material bodies. The body perishes, but they are imperishable, eternal spiritual sparks who never die. The soul is eternal, and he is the real person. Krishna concludes by telling Arjuna that in all this there is nothing to lament. Buddhi Yoga. Arjuna's decision not to fight is based on his desire to enjoy life with his relatives, even if that leads to abandonment of duty and loss of wisdom. Such a mentality keeps one perpetually bound to the material world. Krishna advises Arjuna to engage in Buddhi Yoga. He explains that Buddhi Yoga means that one should exclusively offer the fruits of all his actions to the Supreme Lord. A person who is engaged in Buddhi Yoga is free from the endless cycle of the repetition of birth and death in the material world. His entanglement in samsara is finished, and he, the soul, becomes eligible to enter into the kingdom of God in the spiritual sky.